on the certificate issued or released by Chicago State University to the lawyers of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. These are the documents. One, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu forged the certificate he presented to INEC. That's one. Two, that the qualifying certificate from Southwest College to Chicago State University bears a female, indicating that that document does not belong to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Three, the Chicago State University admission application form has a claim that Bola Ahmed Tinubu attended Government College, Lagos, and graduated in 1970, when indeed the school was established in 1974. The same document has it that the owner of that document is a Black American, and the document Bola Ahmed Tinubu submitted to INEC, he denied having dual citizenship, which means it does not belong to him. Then, the same document, oral deposition, says that the Bola A. Tinubu is Ahmed, but the NYSC certificate Bola Ahmed Tinubu submitted to INEC has Adekunle. I don't know where the Adekunle and the Ahmed emerged from. So, on the second arm of your question, of what use will it be in the Supreme Court, it is very, very clear that from decided authorities, the Supreme Court has held that they can accept a party to adduce fresh evidence as long as certain conditions are met. And from what transpired in the proceedings in U.S. courts, that condition has already been met. So, as we speak, our law is very clear that a party at fault cannot be allowed to enjoy the fruit of his illegality. That is our answer to your question. Thank you.
Will Bola Ahmed Tinubu Shongolere peacefully retire to his home on the island of Lagos State, Nigeria, Bodilon, or is he going to remain in Aso Villa, fighting to finish all that has bedeviled him, allegations that has floated around him, even as far back as when he was governor of Lagos State and when he wanted to be governor of Lagos State? All these allegations are nothing new. It's just that this time around, Atiku Abubakar, former Vice President of Nigeria and also presidential candidate of People's Democratic Party, decided to go deeper to unravel the mystery. Atiku Abubakar knows that if he cannot become president now or in the next coming 4 years or 3 years, thereabout, he will not have any chance or a shot at the presidency anymore. He believes that he deserves and he must be president, because in the next 8 years, I don't think Atiku Abubakar will be in the same shape. Well, Kalu, one of the lawyers of Atiku Abubakar, said one of the documents released by Chicago State University, CSU, showed that Tinubu allegedly forged a certificate of an African American or a brown-skinned American. Atiku had filed a suit against President Bola Tinubu over his academic record at the Chicago State University, although Tinubu tried to block the release of the documents, saying it was an intrusion of his privacy. After much pressure from Atiku Abubakar via the court, well, the court had no option than to overrule Bola Ahmed Tinubu's prayers. Subsequently, Atiku's lawyer got hold of the documents on Monday and hell broke loose. 2nd of October 2023 is a day that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not forget in a hurry. While an oral deposition was made by Caleb Westberg, CSU registrar, a deposition is the process of taking a sworn, out-of-court oral testimony of a witness. This testimony may be reduced to a written transcript for use in court or for discovery purposes. Speaking in Abuja, Atiku's lawyer, Kalu, said, on the certificate issued or released by Chicago State University to the lawyers of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, these are the documents. 1. That Bola Ahmed Tinubu forged the certificate he presented to INEC. 2. That the qualified certificate from Southwest College to Chicago State University bears a female. That means the document does not belong to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. 3. The Chicago State University admission application form has a claim that Bola Ahmed Tinubu attended Government College Lagos and graduated in 1970, when indeed the school got established in 1974. The same document has it that the owner of the document is an African American or a brown-skinned American. And the document Bola Ahmed Tinubu submitted to INEC, he denied having dual citizenship, which means it does not belong to him. Meanwhile, the presidency has dismissed the claim that the certificate Tinubu presented to INEC was forged. President Tinubu's media aide, Temitope Ajayi, issued a statement on Wednesday to clear the air on the controversy trailing CSU. He said, we should be clear. In the deposition made by the Chicago State University, there was nowhere the university said the certificate presented to INEC by President Tinubu is fake. The university insisted under oath that President Tinubu graduated with honors, and even at that, replacements for lost certificates are done by vendors, not the university. Now, that's something that needs to be looked into, that the replacement of lost certificates are done by vendors, not the university. If you live in the United States of America, obviously, for the media aid to say this, it means it is true. It could be true at that time and still be true right now. If it is done by vendors, how come there are discrepancies? Is the university not in charge, or the vendors are private companies that work on behalf of the university? The claim that the President Tinubu submitted fake certificate to INEC does not make sense. A man cannot forge the academic records he possesses. You can only forge what you do not have. These are the words of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, obviously, and his media representative. Like I said, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been, having issues with his academic records, and definitely for him to have gone through all of this for more than 20 years, it shows that through the journey of his life, he did something illegal. That is the truth. I believe that majority of us listening can point to one or two people that they went to school with, and even if by chance the academic records is no longer in that school that they went to, let's say the primary school or the secondary school that they went to, there are still those that can say, I know this person. I know this person. I believe that Bola Ahmed Tinubu's classmates are not all dead. There are people that can say, real people, not people that have been paid. Bola Ahmed Tinubu attaching himself to government college is more or less like him trying to keep up with the stories with whatever it is that he had presented back in those years, even though he was never a student. He could have come up with some records here and there, but it's so sad that there are no educational bodies, that are reliable, that can go back. And moreover, why is it that there are no friends of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in secondary school? How come that nobody knows him? It is just not possible. We are talking of secondary school, not primary school. Let's say primary school, maybe people will forget. Secondary school, you still have people that will say, I know this guy. Maybe they don't know you now, but not when you become governor or president. They say, I know this guy. We were in class together. Even your juniors, those that you don't know, will say, I know him. He used to, reprimand me. He used to bully me. He was so intelligent. People will come up to talk about you. I kind of want to believe that Bola Ahmed Tinubu attends some schools, sort of, because you cannot, perform and do things in the manner that he, even if he's naturally intelligent, without you having, attended the school. Or is it that he didn't finish? Like, I went to this school, but I didn't finish. What secondary school did he attend? Or is it that he didn't attend any secondary school? He only went to private lessons and he ended up writing his entrance examination. What did he do? He could have simply come out saying, I didn't attend the secondary school. I went to private lessons and I ended up writing this. And this could also be like a challenge to people. Like, I didn't even go through the four walls of, a formal secondary school, but I did this, a traditional formal secondary school, but I did this and I was able to achieve this. Why is it a mystery? We heard that someone who claimed that he's a friend or classmate of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We don't want that. People should be able to come out and mass saying, we attended school with this guy. What about yearbook? Everyone somehow should have a yearbook, depending on the school that you attend. What is really going on? Anyway, it seems Bola Ahmed Tinubu made use of somebody else's, certificate or documents, and he used it to patch up and whatever, just to get himself sorted out in the US or whatever it is that he did. And the ghost of this is actually haunting him. Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows that there are certain discrepancies surrounding if he applied normally with his O levels or A levels, as the case may be, and the school, probably somehow there is a mistake here and there. He could just challenge the school and say, please, he will be the one challenging the school, saying, I went to secondary school, I had my A levels, I did this, I did that, I graduated. So from what I can see, it seems Bola Ahmed Tinubu made use of someone else's school certificate, probably, O levels or A levels. That's what happened. He made use of someone's A level or O level to gain admission. It's as simple as that. There is something. That's why he's trying to say, don't, even if you got F9 parallel, if you failed all through, you can say, yes, I failed, but I was still able to do this and do this in my life. But for him to be hiding like this, that it means there is, the truth is just clear that there are some shadows, some skeletons in the cupboard of Bola Ahmed Tinubu when it comes to his educational qualification. But it's so sad that, he has to deal with this. He's the president and he doesn't care. He knows that if he's able to fight this through and eventually end up, he has simply created, what? Well, he's simply following the steps of Buhari anyway, because Buhari also submitted a letter from his secondary school showing that he is qualified to pass an examination that he never wrote. It's so sad. What are your thoughts as regards this one? Like and share, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next update.